Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am brought before you today by your lovely administration to give you information about the military, specifically the Air Force. I am Captain Preston Wynn of the 150th Aggressor Squadron under the 147th Fighter Wing. I'm a fighter pilot, and the aircraft I fly is the F-16 Fighting Falcon. And oh boy, is it a timeless classic. Us fighter pilots call it the Viper. Just some background on the F-16. It can go twice the speed of sound at high altitudes. It can also pull 9 Gs, which is almost 3 more Gs than the highest G-force roller coaster in the world, which is the Tower of Terror at Gold Reef City in South Africa. That's a lot of Gs. With this bird, I usually do a lot of air-to-ground combat, but I also have a lot of flight time during air-to-air battles. But enough about me. Let's get to what I'm actually here for today. I'm here to discuss about the Air Force. I'm actually only here to discuss my job, which is a fighter pilot. If you are interested in any other career, we have a bunch of other videos on that you'll be seeing probably throughout your school week. But let's get into my job. During my typical mission, my wing arrives at base, and then we have a pre-flight meeting to discuss the mission. We check weather to make sure everything's good for flying, everything's all safe. I change to my flight suit, and then my squadron walks out to our planes. With this, the crew checks the logbook, then does a pre-flight inspection on all the planes to make sure they're all safe and nothing's bent, nothing's coming loose, everything's all fine and dandy. And then we do the startup checklist just to make sure everything's all good. And then, once everything's checked out, everything's safe and good, because a lot of people have messed up and sometimes lost their lives because some things haven't been checked, and you lose your plane before you even start. Anyways, we actually fly the mission after all that, and then once we're done flying the mission, which can sometimes be less stressful than liftoff, we sign the logbook and we have our mission debrief just to go over what happened. All this takes lots of hours, sometimes days. So yeah, I have some wonderful clips actually I've been given permission to show you. This clip is just a clip of an F-16 training bombing run. It's not exactly perfect to battle because that'd be kind of weird if someone was filming in the middle of a battle, but it does accurately represent that air-to-ground combat I was talking about a while ago.
Threats as briefed. Targets, you're going to have armored vehicle convoys, personnel in the open. Break. 1111, copy all. 1111, cleared hot. 1111, good hit. 1111, copy all. Listen, see. Heading 235. Level 1-2, cleared hot. Level 1-2, good hit. Level 1-1, advise ready mediate.
This is a good video of a friend of mine I'm going to call Bobby. Bobby is giving a lot of hand signals to his wingmen to break formation and then coordinate. This clip is a clip of Bobby who meets up with a fuel tanker midair and refuels with his wingman, who eventually banks left and releases a lot of flares. No, those are not missiles or bombs. Of course, not everything is super glamorous and awesome. This is a clip of someone I know. He ejected at the last moment.
Had he bailed when the plane was still horizontal, he might have floated.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's all of the clips I have for you guys today. Well, it's okay, because I will be in your classrooms to answer any questions or concerns you have about the Air Force. Anything, I'll answer any question. There are no dumb questions. Well, there are dumb questions, but don't ask them. If you need any help contacting me, just call up, there we go, Mr. Wynn, right there, the Air Force guy, Mr. Wynn. I'm sure they'll find me. But anyways, have a nice day. Again, if you have any questions, you can ask me. But, fly high.